She just wanted to get up to make her husband a cup of tea, but her legs were no longer strong enough. It wasn't an accident. It was the result of 10 years of silent muscle loss, little by little, without her even knowing it. I still remember the day when my grandmother turned 70. She still went to the market, cooked, and laughed all day. But gradually, she started to lose her ability to stand up quickly. Over time, she needed help going up and down the stairs. People thought that's just old age, but when she slipped in the bathroom, we really understood. Muscle loss is not a matter of age. It is a sign of losing independence. Have you ever noticed that, when we sleep every night, our bodies are not just resting, they are also losing strength? What is really happening inside our bodies? And how can we stop it today, with simple choices in the kitchen? In this video, I'll share with you 10 important food and habit tips that will help you not only retain your precious muscle, but also maintain your flexibility, strength, and independence, whether you're in your 50s, 60s, or 70s. We'll explore foods that can protect your muscles while you sleep, mistakes that seem good but are actually causing muscle weakness, and how to build a simple diet plus exercise day that fits the lifestyle of older Americans. Before we get started, I want to ask you one thing. You don't need a gym. You don't need a strict diet. Just a few small changes, starting today. And now, let's explore the first thing, why our bodies start to disintegrate every night. Where are you watching this video from? And how old are you? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear who you are and where you're at on your health journey. You don't need a gym. You don't need a strict diet. Just a few small changes, starting today. And now, let's explore the first thing, why our bodies start to disintegrate every night. I still eat well. I still walk every afternoon. But why am I getting weaker? That's the sad whisper of David, 67, from Georgia. 3 years ago, he was still strong enough to drive his car to go fishing every weekend. Now, climbing a few flights of stairs leaves him gasping for breath. His doctor didn't mention anything serious. Just a simple phrase, sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. But what surprised David the most was that muscle doesn't just start to disappear when you're sedentary. It can even disappear when you're sleeping. What actually happens when you sleep? It may sound strange, but when you're resting after a long day, your body is still working. Muscles, if not properly nourished before bed, can enter a catabolic state. That is, they start to break down to refuel for background activities while you sleep. This happens more strongly in people over 50, because at this time, growth hormone and testosterone decrease. Insulin becomes less effective at protecting muscle tissue, and especially the ability to synthesize protein decreases, a phenomenon called anabolic resistance. The result: if you go to bed on an empty stomach, or just snack without enough quality protein, your body will start to pull energy from your own muscles, silently, not painful, but a little bit every night. And over the years, you'll notice that you've lost what you thought was always there, the strength to stand up, to walk for long periods of time, to be independent. Linda, 72, had a serious muscle loss problem after a hospital stay. After just a few weeks of bed rest, she lost nearly 15% of the muscle mass in her legs. But instead of giving up, she started a simple routine, drinking a glass of warm milk with 10 grams of protein before bed. After 3 months, along with some light exercise, she regained the strength to walk without a walking frame. I didn't do anything drastic, she says. I just learned how to stop my body from eating itself every night. You don't get weaker because you're getting older. You get weaker because your muscles are wasting every day without you even knowing it. But the good news is, you can stop it. No expensive drugs required. Just get it right and eat it right before you hit the hay. So what's a food that's easy to eat, provides plenty of high-quality protein, and is perfect for starting the day with strong muscles? One thing you can find in your fridge, but probably haven't used it properly, that's Greek yogurt. And you'll be surprised at what it can do. Let's find out in the next section. Darling, I can't eat much anymore, but I still have a cup of yogurt every morning. That's what 74-year-old Margaret told her daughter when asked about her morning routine. Interestingly, this small change, just 1 cup of Greek yogurt every morning, is the reason she still has the energy to walk to the park every afternoon, while many of her peers have to use a walking frame. Not all yogurts are same. Regular yogurt, while still good, only provides about 5 grams of protein per serving. But Greek yogurt is different. Thanks to a more thorough filtration process, this yogurt provides up to 10 to 15 grams of high-quality protein, double or even triple that of regular yogurt. More importantly, it is rich in leucine, an amino acid that plays a special role in activating muscle synthesis. You can think of leucine as the switch that turns on the muscle-building process in the body, especially important for people over 50, when the ability to respond to protein begins to decline sharply. In addition, Greek yogurt is also a source of calcium, protects strong bones. Probiotics aids digestion, especially good for older people who are prone to digestive disorders. Vitamin B12 helps increase energy and improve memory. Many Americans have the habit of eating cold yogurt straight from the refrigerator. But for the sensitive digestive systems of older people, this can sometimes leave the stomach feeling full, cold, or uncomfortable. Try this trick. Gently warm the yogurt about 40 degrees Celsius, warm to the touch, not hot. Mix in 1 teaspoon of raw honey and a pinch of ground cinnamon. Not only does this make it easier for the body to absorb, it also creates a warm and pleasant feeling in the stomach, perfect for a chilly morning or before bed. James, a former physical education teacher, now 70, used to feel like his body was shrinking. "I still ate meat, still drank milk, but the feeling of weakness never stopped," he says. It wasn't until a nutritionist suggested switching to Greek yogurt for breakfast, mixed with oats and chia seeds, that he noticed the difference. After 3 months, combined with some balance exercises and walking, his muscle weight increased to 1.2 kilograms, something that seemed impossible for someone who had not exercised for many years. Sometimes, what you need is not a big change, but a small habit repeated correctly. A cup of Greek yogurt every morning is not just breakfast, but the first step to help you maintain your inherent strength. Greek yogurt is a great start, but it cannot do it all alone. To protect our muscles, we need other small but extremely powerful warriors, and they are right in your snack bag, kitchen drawer, or salad box. Seeds and nuts, small, but a source of nutrition that cannot be overlooked. Let's explore more in the next part. Grandma, why do your hands always shake? The innocent question of a 5-year-old grandchild made 69-year-old Ruth pause. Her hands do shake every time she holds a cup of tea or turns a doorknob. What she doesn't know is that the slight tremor isn't just due to aging. It could be a sign of weakening muscles and arthritis creeping in. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds. They're so small they're easy to miss, but they pack a natural arsenal that helps protect your muscles, joints, and even your nervous system. What's special? They contain high-quality plant protein, the building block for muscle repair. Rich in unsaturated fatty acids, especially omega-3 south, which help reduce inflammation and protect joints. Lots of magnesium, zinc, and selenium, minerals needed to maintain efficient muscle contraction and relaxation. Not stopping there, research from the University of Granada, Spain, shows elderly people who eat 30 grams of nuts every day have a rate of muscle loss nearly 25% lower than those who do not eat them, especially after illness or long periods of bed rest. If you ever feel bloated or have indigestion after eating dry nuts, don't worry, it's common. Simple solution: soak the nuts in water for 6 to 8 hours to remove anti-nutrients such as phytic acid. Then, you can lightly roast them with a little sea salt plus sweet paprika to create a delicious, crunchy, healthy snack. A small handful, about 1/4 cup, is enough every day. Mr. Charles, 73, is a former military doctor. After a treatment for a broken bone, he had difficulty recovering his leg muscles. Instead of using expensive supplements, he started adding a mix of walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds to his breakfast and afternoon snacks. After 4 months, combined with light walking, he noticed the pain in his knees was significantly reduced. He stood up easier after sitting for a long time, and he no longer felt weak every evening. Your body doesn't need too much to be healthy. It needs the right things, at the right time, in the right way. A handful of nuts every day can be the difference between a shaky step and a steady one. While nuts are a great source of natural protein, for people who have lost a lot of muscle over time, sometimes the body needs a more effective and quickly absorbed solution, especially after exercise. And that's where whey protein, the golden food for the elderly, comes into play. Discover why this simple white powder is the secret to helping many Americans stay strong, agile, and really alive. Join me in the next section. I eat enough protein every day. Why do my muscles keep shrinking? That's the question Connie, 66, asked her nutritionist after her muscle measurements showed a 12% loss in muscle mass within a year, despite maintaining a healthy and regular diet. The answer surprised her. It's not how much you eat, it's when you eat it. Unlike fat, our bodies can't store protein for later use. This means that if you eat a light breakfast, have a quick lunch, and then have a big dinner with 60 grams of protein, most of that protein won't be used to build muscle but will be eliminated. Why? Because the body can only use about 25 to 35 grams of protein per meal to build and repair muscle. The rest will be oxidized for energy or simply wasted. Brian, 70, used to eat classic American style: black coffee in the morning, sandwiches at lunch, and a big dinner of beef and mashed potatoes. After learning about protein timing, he tried to change. Add eggs and Greek yogurt to breakfast. Eat grilled chicken with beans for lunch. Slow down on dinner but keep salmon and greens. Results after 2 months: feel less tired in the afternoon. Gained 2 pounds of lean muscle without going to the gym. Slept better and had fewer night cramps. Protein isn't just about quantity, it's about frequency. Your muscles hungry many times a day, not just at dinner. Make every meal a muscle feeding meal, slow, steady, and complete. If when you eat is so important, then what kind of protein you eat is equally important. And for people over 50, the body begins to need proteins that are easily absorbed, fast, and effective, especially after exercise. Whey protein, once reserved for athletes, is now *** muscle recovery treasure for seniors across the US. Join me in the next part to better understand why this little white powder is so powerful. Do I need to take that powder? I'm not a gym goer. That's the question Stephen, 72, asked after his doctor advised him to take protein supplements after being discharged from the hospital after losing nearly 3 kilograms of muscle in just 10 days of bed rest. It's understandable that many seniors feel unfamiliar with the concept of protein powder, especially whey protein, which is often associated with the image of muscular young men in the gym. But the truth is, after age 50, protein powder, when used properly, is no longer a product for bodybuilders, but an essential tool to protect strength, balance, and the ability to live independently. Whey protein, easy to digest, fast to absorb, full of amino acids. Whey protein is the protein separated during the cheese-making process. It's more easily digested than meat and eggs, especially for the elderly with weak digestive systems. Contains all 9 essential amino acids called complete protein, especially rich in leucine, the switch that activates muscle building. Research from McMaster University, Canada shows that older adults who consume whey protein immediately after light exercise such as walking or balance exercises have a muscle recovery rate up to 40% faster than those who do not use supplements. Plant proteins such as pea, rice, hemp are also becoming increasingly popular, especially for vegetarians or those sensitive to lactose. Advantages: less allergenic than whey. Provides additional fiber and natural anti-inflammatory compounds. However, most plant proteins lack a few essential amino acids, so they are not as effective at building muscle as whey, unless you use a blend. Back to Stephen, who was worried that drinking protein powder was too young for his age. After advice from a nutritionist, he started taking 1 scoop of whey isolate mixed with warm water after every light walk, combining it with a protein-rich breakfast, and paying attention to the timing of meals during the day as you saw in the previous section. Results after 8 weeks: gained 1.5 kilograms of lean muscle. Feel less tired when walking, and most importantly, he felt he had control over his body again. Protein is not just about the number, it's also about the right amount for your body and digestion. If you don't eat enough, or if you eat something that your body can't absorb, your muscles will gradually weaken no matter how hard you try. Choose a protein that you enjoy, digest easily, and are willing to eat regularly. That's the real winner. Protein powder is a great weapon after exercise. But there's another food, so familiar, so popular, yet so often misunderstood. That's eggs. Is eating eggs every day bad for your heart? Is it safe for the elderly? And if you want to recover your muscles while maintaining heart health, don't miss the next part with the surprising truth about eggs. I stopped eating eggs because I was afraid of cholesterol, but now I can't climb stairs anymore. That's what Dorothy, 71, who lives in Arizona, shared. For the past 10 years, she has almost eliminated eggs from her diet after hearing her doctor's advice to lower cholesterol. But what she didn't hear was this: eggs, when used properly, are not only safe, but are also one of the best foods for building and maintaining muscle after 60. The truth about eggs. Tiny but mighty, each an egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein with all 9 essential amino acids. Vitamin B12 supports the nervous system, maintains energy. Vitamin D helps absorb calcium, maintains bone and muscle strength. Choline supports brain function and fat metabolism. And especially, the yolk contains leucine, which is very important in activating muscle building. Research from the Carlos III Health Institute Spain shows that elderly people who eat 2 eggs a day, combined with light exercise, have a muscle maintenance rate up to 30% higher than those who eat less than 3 eggs a week. So what about cholesterol? This is something that many people are concerned about. It's true that egg yolks contain cholesterol, but many modern studies, including a large analysis from the Harvard School of Public Health, have shown that for healthy people, eating 1 to 2 eggs a day does not significantly increase the risk of heart disease. The key is, don't serve them with bacon, sausage, or fry them in oxidized vegetable oils. Incorporate green vegetables and whole grains for balance. After talking to her new dietitian, Dorothy started reintroducing her old favorite, boiled eggs. Every morning, she ate 2 boiled eggs, 1 slice of whole wheat bread, a little butter and lightly sauté spinach. After 6 weeks, she gained nearly 2 pounds of lean muscle, feeling less tired when walking the dog. And most importantly, she no longer felt afraid. There are no bad foods, only the wrong way to eat them. Eggs, though small, are packed with valuable nutrients for older adults, especially when you need to regain the strength you've lost over the years. Eggs are a great source of natural protein, easy to prepare, easy to eat, and incredibly economical. But if you're looking for something healthier than white rice, rich in protein and minerals, there's a classic option that's quietly making a comeback on the modern American dinner table. That's buckwheat, also known as buckwheat, a pseudo-cereal with real muscle and nerve power. Let's explore why buckwheat is the ideal companion for old age in the next part. I've given up white rice, but I don't know what to eat instead to fill my stomach without gaining weight. That's what Larry, 68, confided in his first nutrition consultation. A few months ago, he started feeling weak in his legs, having to stop to rest while going to the market. And the doctor said he wasn't just lacking protein, he was also lacking fiber, magnesium, and minerals that help build muscle. Ancient grains, the real powerhouse for the modern man. Many people think carbs are bad and immediately eliminate everything starchy. But the truth is, not all carbohydrates are created equal. Whole grains especially, buckwheat, quinoa, oats, are ancient foods that are incredibly nutritious and are great for maintaining muscle as you age. They contain natural, easily digestible plant proteins that are complete amino acids when combined. Soluble fiber helps regulate blood sugar and aids digestion. Magnesium, zinc, manganese, minerals that help muscles relax and recover from fatigue. Antioxidants reduce inflammation, reduce muscle cell aging. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows older adults who eat at least 3 servings of whole grains a day have a 28% higher rate of maintaining lean muscle and arm and leg strength than those who eat mainly white starch. If you are new to buckwheat or quinoa, try. Mix 50/50ths with brown rice for the first 1 to 2 weeks. Use quinoa to make morning porridge with almond milk, banana and cinnamon. Lightly roast buckwheat, sprinkle on salad as a crunchy topping. The taste is a bit strange at first, but after just a few times, many people share that they no longer want to go back to white rice. After that consultation, Mr. Larry started replacing white rice in the evening with buckwheat porridge cooked with mushrooms and green vegetables with a piece of salmon. After 3 months, his blood pressure is more stable. He is no longer tired when walking to the market. And most happily, he feels light but full for a long time, no longer craving sweets like before. Eating the right kind of smart starch does not make you weak. On the contrary, it gives you enough energy to live every day. Whole grains, such as buckwheat, quinoa, are not just food, but a way for you to reinvest in your own strength. You already know what to eat to protect your muscles. But there is something equally important, that is knowing what to avoid. Because even if you eat right, but still put into your body foods that silently destroy the muscle and joint system, all efforts will be pulled back. So what are the hidden enemies in your kitchen that are harming your muscles every day? Let's explore with me in the next part. I try to eat healthy, but I still feel sluggish, achy, and weak. That's what Martha, 64, who lives in rural Missouri, shares. Every morning, she drinks diet cereal, uses margarine instead of butter, and drinks sugar-free soda to stay slim. But despite her efforts, she still feels tired joints, shoulder pain, and difficulty maintaining muscle strength. Her nutritionist simply said, "It may not be what you're trying to eat that's the problem, but what you haven't realized is causing harm. The silent killers that weaken muscles and joints every day." Here are some common foods in many American kitchens, but they may be contributing to inflammation, breaking down muscle tissue, and weakening joints if consumed regularly. 1. Processed meats, hot dogs, bacon, cold cuts often contain nitrates, sodium, and preservatives that increase inflammation. Chronic inflammation is the enemy of muscles, as it disrupts the process of muscle tissue regeneration. 2. Refined oils, canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, contain too much omega-6 compared to omega-3, which can easily cause an imbalance and trigger osteoarthritis. 3. Refined carbs and sugary snacks, cookies, cereals, white bread, quickly increase blood sugar, causing oxidative stress on muscle cells, leading to fatigue and loss of muscle tone over time. 4. Artificial sweeteners, especially aspartame, sucralose, although they have no calories, they can affect the gut microflora, indirectly affecting the process of nutrient absorption, recovery, and inflammation regulation. After the consultation, Martha decided to do something simple. Take each item out of the kitchen cabinet and read the ingredients. She discovered that nearly 70% of packaged foods in her home contained additives, refined oils, or hidden sugars. She gradually replaced it with fresh chicken and fish instead of canned meat, extra virgin olive oil instead of corn oil, dried berries instead of crackers, and only raw honey instead of artificial sweeteners. After 6 weeks, not only did she feel lighter and slept better, but what made her happiest was, "I was able to walk around the garden twice without feeling tired legs like before." Your body needs nourishment, but also protection from things that seem harmless. Sometimes, being healthy isn't about eating more, it's about cutting out the things that are silently harming you. Now you know what to eat and what to avoid to protect your muscles. But the next important thing is, how do you put all that knowledge into a simple, effective, and easy to follow eating day? No need to be a chef. No need to calculate every little thing. As long as you have a specific plan for the day, you will turn theory into habit and habit into health. Join me in the next part with a sample menu for a day to nourish and protect muscles after 50. I know I need to eat enough protein, eat less sugar, avoid processed foods. But what does a day of eating like that look like? This familiar question was asked by Diane, 65, in Oregon at a community health seminar. She had just suffered a minor injury and wanted to eat to help her muscles recover quickly, reduce pain and gain endurance, but she also didn't want to live a chicken breast and whey everyday lifestyle. Solution: a realistic day of eating, simple and effective. Here's a one-day meal plan that nutritionists have created for Diane and thousands of other Americans over 60 that aims to protect your muscles. Fight arthritis, digest easily, take less time to cook. Breakfast: 30 grams protein, 2 eggs boiled or lightly sauté, 1 slice whole wheat bread, 1 cup Greek yogurt mixed with 1 tablespoon chia seeds plus berries, 1 cup ginger tea or black coffee. Why it works: starting with quality protein plus fiber plus good fats helps keep blood sugar stable and provides muscle building fuel all morning. Lunch: 30 grams protein, 1 serving grilled chicken breast or pan-seared salmon, 1/2 cup quinoa or buckwheat brown rice grain salad, spinach, avocado, cherry tomatoes, walnuts. Olive oil plus apple cider vinegar dressing. Why it works: Lunch is a time when the body is sensitive to insulin, ideal for loading up on protein and good carbs to help muscles absorb. Afternoon snack 15 to 20 grams protein. 1 glass of whey protein mixed with water or nut milk. 1 tablespoon peanut butter or a few apple slices. Why it works? After walking, gardening, or light exercise, this is when muscles need to recover. Fast absorbing whey will heal the micromuscle tissue that has been working all day. Light dinner 25 to 30 grams protein. 1 portion of steamed fish or scrambled eggs with mushrooms. Soft buckwheat porridge with vegetables. Dessert, 1 teaspoon warm yogurt plus honey plus cinnamon. Why it works? Helps the body relax before bed, adding just enough protein to prevent muscle loss at night without causing bloating. At first, Diane thought she wouldn't be able to follow it because she had never counted grams of protein in her life. But instead of calculating, she just followed the instructions for each meal as above and recorded how she felt each day. After 3 weeks, she slept better, no more feeling out of energy in the afternoon. And most importantly, she felt in control of her body for the first time in years. Health isn't about doing it perfectly once, it's about doing it right, every day. When you know what to eat, when and why, you will no longer fear age taking away your strength. So you have get yourself a simple, but effective, eating plan to protect your muscles every day. But eating alone is not enough. Muscles cannot survive without being activated by movement, even if it is only 5 to 10 minutes a day. In the final part, I will share with you a simple but extremely effective strategy combining nutrition and movement so that you can not only maintain muscle, but also maintain the initiative and freedom in your life. I eat moderately, supplement well, but why do I still feel wobbly when I stand up quickly? The question of Mr. Raymond, 73, made the physical expert smile and answer. Because eating is like you have good ingredients, but the muscles still need to be awakened every day. The nutritional plan you have followed, with adequate protein, whole grains, healthy fats, is an extremely important foundation. But to turn those nutrients into real strength, you need one thing: movement. Why do muscles need to move to grow, even if you're eating right? When you move, even if it's just a light walk or a few sit-ups, your muscles are stimulated, your blood flows better, and anabolic hormones like IGF-1, insulin, and mild testosterone are produced. These signals tell your body, we still need muscle. Keep it and repair it. No heavy lifting required. No equipment required. Just gentle, consistent activation. And you'll help your body turn the protein you eat into real strength. 1. Movement snacks, 3x, day for 5 minutes. Sit down, stand up from a chair 5 to 8 times, hands free. Stand on one leg for 10 to 15 seconds on each side to improve balance. Walk around the house or garden for 5 to 7 minutes after each meal too. Combine immediately after eating. After drinking whey protein, take a light walk for 10 minutes to activate absorption. After dinner, stretch and turn gently to help your body recover overnight. One morning last year, Mr. Raymond slipped in the shower. Luckily, he did not break a bone, but it made him aware that his balance and reflexes had decreased. Since then, he has done 3 things every day: eat enough protein on a schedule, drink whey after walking, and practice balancing for 5 minutes every morning. After 2 months, he said something that touched everyone: I no longer live in fear. I feel more stable, both physically and mentally. Muscles are not only nourished by food, but also maintained by movement. Your independence, your ability to stand up and walk on your own, is built up little by little every day. Now you have the 2 most important keys in your hands: a muscle-building, age-appropriate diet, and small but powerful exercise habits to maintain flexibility. So what's next? Let me end this video with a few final words of wisdom, and the promise that age is never a limitation if you know your body.